Two senior Hawks officers expected to appear in the Pretoria Central Magistrate's Court today alongside a traditional healer. The two women Hawks officers, a lieutenant colonel and a captain working at supply chain management, were arrested during a sting operation on the 27th of May after allegedly supplying SAPS ammunition to a traditional healer. The traditional healer was arrested at her Soshanguve home after the exchange was made. She was charged with illegal possession of ammunition and possession of suspected stolen property. The lieutenant colonel was charged with theft and dealing in ammunition, while the captain was charged with defeating the ends of justice after it was discovered that she had tried to conceal evidence in this matter. Ofentse Setimo has more on this story and joins us now live. A very bizarre case, this one. Ofentse, what are we expecting this morning?
Thank you very much and good morning to you, Desiree. We are actually expecting that the two senior DPCI officers will actually appear, and it will be their first appearance. So we are expecting it to be a very brief appearance, as you know that there's going to be an establishment of their address as to where they live, to try and establish whether they are not a flight risk. And once the court has actually established that, the juror will actually apply for a bail. Now, basically what happened is that the one constable is actually the one responsible for trying to sell ammunition to the Soshanguve traditional healer, and the captain is the one who apparently tried to conceal evidence, and she was arrested and she will be charged with defeating the ends of justice. The traditional healer will be appearing at the Pretoria North Magistrate's Court on illegal possession of ammunition, and it will be very brief. As you know that first appearances, normally the court will actually try to establish as to whether the accused can live up to their word when they say that should they be granted bail. As you know that they are in custody, they were arrested on Friday, so they should give their word that once they are granted bail, they will appear and they will honor all the appointments that are given to them in order to appear in court. It is quite bizarre. We know that the general of the Hawks actually lamented, saying that they expect exceptional conduct from members of the Hawks, and having seen that these are implicated in a matter like this one, he was actually very disappointed in their conduct, considering that there's a captain and a constable, and these are senior members of the Hawks, so he was saying that it actually puts the name of the Hawks into disrepute, as a lot of people are actually pinning their hopes on the Hawks to settle very complicated cases of which the police at some point might not be well resourced to tackle. Desiree,
I don't know if I misunderstood you. Were you saying that the two accused police officers and the traditional healer are appearing in two separate courts?
Yes, they are appearing in two separate courts. The traditional healer will be appearing on the charges of illegal possession of ammunition and also on suspicion of being in possession of stolen goods. This after when the police actually came into her property, they found some other goods that are not related to this incident, of which they believe it belongs to the state. So the traditional healer will definitely be appearing at the Pretoria North Magistrate's Court. We don't have anyone at the court, but we're definitely going to try to keep tabs so that we can consolidate the story, as they are both linked. But it is definitely two courts. The two officers will be appearing here. It's also separate charges, as I mentioned, that the captain will be charged with defeating the ends of justice as he tried to conceal the evidence or to get rid of the evidence, and the constable is the one who's actually charged with that charge of trying to deal with ammunition and theft, as the ammunition was taken without prior approval from the officers of the Hawks. And you can imagine these are senior officers who are actually based here at the headquarters in Pretoria, who are acting in such a conduct. But we will hear from the court as to what will definitely transpire.
Thank you so much, Ofentse Setimo, for setting the scene for us there, and of course we'll continue to watch developments in this case. Ofentse Setimo there talking to us about that case, about two senior Hawks officers and a traditional healer who are expected to appear in court.